guys, welcome to today's video. I am doing some deep cleaning today in the main living areas, bathrooms, kitchen, living room. I have lots of cleaning motivation for you. I'm going to try and get to the bedrooms, but they just kind of need a general tidy up and maybe the floor is done. So go ahead and come along with me, put this video on, get cleaning, get the motivation if you need it, or if you just need to relax. I know it's super satisfying, at least for me, to watch like a time lapse of cleaning. So thank you for watching. I thank you for being here and spending this time with me, and let's get going.
I'm just gonna start in the kids' bathroom. This is also the guest bathroom, and so it gets the most use. And I actually had my family coming over the following day to continue the celebration this month for my husband's birthday and my daughter's 5th birthday, and so they'll be using this bathroom primarily, so I wanted to make sure it was nice and clean. So I'm going to start with the toilet with the Black Label Lysol Lime and Rust toilet bowl cleaner, and then also the all-purpose cleaner spray. So while that's sitting, I'm just wiping down this towel rack, which I don't use for towels, it's just not really functional. Just keep it with my air fresheners, and then this decoration. It has all of our seashells in it that we found from trips and going to the beach. And I just keep it in this glass bowl. It's like a nautical bowl with a rope, and I found that at Hobby Lobby. This isn't something I do every time I clean the bathroom, but I noticed that the condensation from when the shower's on had started like running down the wall, so there was watermarks. So I just wanted to use my Fabuloso to clean that off, and it reminded me of a couple weeks ago, my mother-in-law texted us in our group text that she had gotten a blacklight and was just curious, wanted to see like what her guest bathroom looked like. So she went in there and was horrified when she turned on the light, and there was spots like everywhere on the walls, on the ceiling, and they say that's normally like bodily fluids. So she was like, no way, this is disgusting, this can't be happening, this can't be pee or worse. And especially because she doesn't usually have a lot of little kids in there. So she did some research and found out it was most likely hard water spots and buildup just from people, you know, like when the shower's on or washing their hands and shaking their hands off. So she definitely felt much better. But I was like, oh my gosh, I do not need to get a black light, because especially in this house with the hard water that we have, I would be horrified too. But now I'm just in the shower, and I use just water and a brush to clean the natural stone in here. I don't want to use any products. And it does a pretty good job. I've shown it in a previous video when it's been a couple weeks since I've cleaned and how much dirt actually comes off the stone. While I was cleaning the shower, I noticed that the shower had a bunch of deposits as well, so I'm just giving it a good scrub, and then realized I need to scrub a little harder. And so I actually got my barkeeper's friend and put it on the toothbrush and scrubbed it a few times, and it still did not come off all the way. So it is on there probably from years of use. This house, I think, is built in like the 80s or 70s, and I don't know the last time this was replaced, but it's actually in pretty good condition besides the deposits. And that's just like life with hard water and no water softeners. I cannot wait to move and not have hard water anymore. It's hard on your hair, your skin, your appliances, and it's just a pain in the butt to clean too. And speaking of being a pain in the butt to clean, the shower doors are just nasty as well because of the hard water spots. It's like the kids, they just don't squeegee when they're done, and I just am not going to get in there and squeegee after they take a shower or a bath. So I'm using CLR to scrub this off, and it actually does a really good job. You can practically see my reflection once I'm done cleaning these doors, and so I definitely recommend. It has a really strong smell, but it has really good cleaning power, and that's the CLR bathroom cleaner. And now I'm using the Sprayway glass cleaner. You guys know it is my go-to for all glass and windows to clean the outside. kitchen since I needed to start prepping in there, and I would be cooking and having the food out, so I wanted to make sure that was nice and clean. I just needed to wipe down all the counters, clear everything off. I feel like it gets so cluttered in here because I have such limited counter space. And then I'm going to do the dishes. I don't have a dishwasher in this house, so I am always just hand washing. It's going to be really weird when I finally do have a dishwasher. I'm not going to know what to do with myself. I do dishes probably 3 times a day just to stay on top of it. I'm lucky I have a big sink, but it just gets out of control sometimes. And especially with the kids being home, I'm cooking multiple meals a day. First breakfast, second breakfast. If you're a mom, then you know what I'm talking about, but it just feels so much better when it's all done. And then I needed to move into my bathroom just because I like to kind of do the bathrooms on the same day. And I definitely need to do the shower too. I usually rotate, but I have been bad lately and a little off schedule. Like I said in my last video, I've been super crazy busy. I haven't even been able to clean as much as I normally like to. So I just wanted to get it clean in here as well. You might be thinking that it's gross that I'm not wearing gloves to clean the toilets, but I actually have a latex allergy, and a lot of the cleaning gloves, or at least all the ones that I have found, have latex in them. So if you know of any non-latex or latex-free gloves, let me know, because I would love to buy them. I actually have really bad eczema on my hands especially, that I've suffered from daily for probably about 11 years now. When my husband proposed to me, he gave me a white gold engagement ring, which actually white gold does not exist in nature. It's yellow, and they make it white with nickel, and nickel is my allergen. And so I started getting this really bad rash. I ended up turning into a staph infection, and so that's when we found out I have dyshydrotic eczema and I can't wear white gold. So yeah, I have to really be careful. I have to avoid the latex, which I am also allergic to. I'm also allergic to a number of other things, but especially the contact with nickel is the worst. And actually, nickel is in chocolate, and so I still eat chocolate. I probably shouldn't, but maybe that's why I suffer daily. But also, even like cleaning products, especially like if I use the CLR, I have to make sure I use this brush with the handle, because if I use like a sponge, it will burn the crap out of my hands too. So I definitely have to be careful, even with like the skincare products I use, shampoos, soaps, conditioners, lotions, everything. Like I have to avoid alcohol-based products, and I've done a lot of research on how to keep it at bay. My skin is always dry. Like I feel like I always have rough spots, but rarely do I have like the really bad breakouts that I used to have. So it's definitely more under control now than it was before. One thing to keep in mind if you just so happen to be remodeling a bathroom or designing a bathroom and shopping for shower doors is that the doors in the last bathroom that I cleaned, they actually completely bypass each other, so you can put them on either side of the shower and clean them. But these ones have the knobs, so they can't go past a certain point, and so it's like impossible for me to clean that middle strip where the doors overlap. So it just looks dirty when the rest of the doors look clean, and that's pretty frustrating. That's definitely something I will keep in mind in future showers. If you don't have the kind of door that's on a hinge that opens and shuts, make sure that they can bypass each other completely so you can make sure and clean super well. And now I'm just cleaning our bath mat with some Barkeeper's Friend, and then I'm going to do the tub with the Barkeeper's Friend as well. Next on my list was my living room. Since we'd also be in here a lot, I wanted to make sure it was really clean. There was this kinetic sand from my daughter's LOL doll surprise thing that she got for her birthday that needed to be trashed. So I'm just going to do a tidy up in here. I also needed to vacuum really well and wipe down the furniture. And this table, which is falling apart, I don't think it will make it through the move. It is literally feels like it's gonna collapse like any day now, as you can see. And also it'll bite you if you get too close and like rub it the wrong way on the wrong spot. There's this metal part where it will totally scratch you. So it's just gotta go, but that's fine. I feel like I've outgrown that style and I'm ready for something new. But I just want to move everything off my little faux mantle here and dust off the blinds and the mantle as well. Dusting over here, I noticed how dirty it looked. We actually painted not too long ago, so it should be pretty white under there, but I think the cat, she just goes over there and sits on the windowsill, and then the kids put their feet up on everything while they're sitting on the couch. So I definitely just wanted to give a good wipe down, and this is just a microfiber cloth with water, and you can see it did a great job. Probably a good month since I last vacuumed my couch, and I went to go show you this before shot and then completely forgot to turn my camera back on before I started vacuuming. So at this point the couch is pretty much already done, but I also needed to do the cushions really well. A lot of times I just do the top of the cushions, but the bottoms needed to be done too. And then the feathers just ruined my life for my throw pillows. My pink throw pillows, I love them. They have like that good down feather texture, but the feathers come out and just fly everywhere, and you can see them especially on this dark blue couch. So I really needed to get that vacuumed. I have to do that probably once a week, and then I'm going to spray it with my Odoban fabric refresher. And this actually not only is a deodorizer, but it also disinfects fabrics, which I love, because it kills the germs that are causing the odors. And I also vacuum my pillows because the feathers come out of them. Here's another one of the culprits, and it's mess that it makes all over. So I'm going to give this a good vacuum, and I'm so happy because I finally found our TV remote, which we had been looking for. I feel like every day one of our remotes goes missing, which is frustrating. But I've definitely worked up a sweat here vacuuming a couch. Who would have known? couch, I was using the Bissell Pet Rewind vacuum, and I just feel like the attachments are the best for getting what I need done on the couch area. We used that a lot when we had carpets, but we don't have carpets anymore, and that vacuum is a little too strong for my rugs. It will start eating them, so I use the Shark cordless sweeper actually, but it does have a carpet setting, and it works really well on both of my rugs. I only have 2 in my house, so I'm just giving it a good vacuum. And then now at this point, it's after dinner. I've already changed my pajamas and I need to finish the floors. So cleaning up in this corner here so I can go ahead and vacuum and start mopping. Next, I'm just organizing this corner over here. I like to keep all of our waters in this little cabinet. We don't have a lot of room in our fridge. And then, of course, the extra Gatorades that we have. And then I have this new bag of cat food I wanted to put in our containers. And I got these from Petco. I like that they're airtight. They also came with the scoops, but they keep the ants out, and they also keep the food fresh much longer. Done another round of dishes, and I spared you from watching that again, but it was time to clean the sink, so I'm using the Barkeeper's Friend. This is the best stuff that I found. It's even better than Ajax or Comet, which I did used to use, and when we first moved in this house, like, I could not get the stains off of this porcelain sink until I used the Barkeeper's Friend. So it's definitely one of my holy grail cleaning products now. So giving it a good scrub down and finishing that up here. Breaking out vacuum number 3 now. How ridiculous am I? But I feel like all my vacuums, like, they do well on different parts. And this one is the Bissell hard floor cleaner. I feel like it has really good suction, but I just hate lugging it around. So I like to do all the vacuuming at once rather than room by room. And I'm not going to mop once again today because I have my family coming over, and I feel like things just get dragged throughout the house, especially since we'll be spending most of our time outside and people will be going in and out. So I will mop when they leave. Sorry, Mom. Dust is not normally how I keep my floors. I actually, right before this, had dusted the swamp cooler, and so this is a bunch of debris that fell off of that. And I actually just cleaned that not that long ago, but it has been so dang hot. Actually, this week is the first week that it's cooled down and felt like fall, and it is the last week in October. But when I filmed this, it had been almost 100. So I'd definitely been using the swamp cooler, and it just got so dusty and dirty. And then I wanted to finish off in my bathroom, which of course litter gets everywhere in here, so it really needed a good vacuum in here as well. I realized I completely completely forgot to clean off my stove, and I really wanted that just wiped down. And so forgive me, because at this point I was very tired. It was the end of the night. I had been cleaning for hours. And so it's once again like a really bad stove cleaning job. But I actually want to do like a deep cleaning for you guys of the stove. We're trying to do little projects here and there to get ready for moving. And so I think the stove and the oven is one thing. Well, not the stove. The oven is one thing that I can do ahead of time, since we're not terribly messy. And like our stove, actually, I know a lot of them lift. I don't think mine does, because I've tried and I'm actually scared I'm going to break it. So I don't lift it. But this is the end of the video. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.